Hello and welcome back to Sack to the Future. This is week number 1. Trying to just do the uniforms here. They're not correct, the helmet nor the pants. So we'll just go with their 60s uniform, I guess. Alright, let me go ahead and get to the game. It is week number 1. The 49ers are visiting the Washington Redskins from District of Columbia Stadium. This is not a bonus game. This is the actual. I'm controlling the 49ers as, and starting here in 1963, I will be the 49ers going forward. And so I've already the Broncos and Bears. Of course, you know that. 49ers. This is my first game with them, and we'll go the rest of their history. And then I will also this year be controlling the Boston Patriots just for a couple years until the Miami Dolphins come around, and then I'll have the Dolphins for their franchise history. Take a look at comparison of J.D. Smith and Billy Ray Barnes. Billy Ray Barnes apparently getting the start despite being rated lower than other running backs on the Redskins. Hey, Vinny. In fact, later here in week 1, my first game as controlling the Boston Patriots will be against the Buffalo Bills. So you'll see that here and on the Vinny X Wolf channel. There's the Redskins' hope, Bobby Mitchell. If I can shut him down, should be able to take a win here. However, the 49ers themselves are a terrible team in 1963. Of course, a lot of that has to do with the injury to John Brodie. So, I mean, they did lose the first couple games with Brodie, but then when he got injured, then their offense completely fell apart. So we'll see how long we can keep Brodie around and at least make games close. Here he is, John Brodie. That is inaccurate. He is actually rated lower than an 80 this year. But I do not. This is not the same playbook as the Bears or Broncos use or anything. So this first game may be interesting for lots of reasons, including me trying to learn how these 49ers are going to work. First play will go to J.D. Smith. He'll get a couple yards. Here's your offensive line. Rode, Thomas, Bosley, Donahue, and Bob St. Clair. St. Clair definitely the best one of the bunch. J.D. Smith and Lloyd Winston, fresh from Detroit. Casey and Connor are the wideouts, and the tight end was Monty Stickles. Nope. Nope. Okay. The real-life 49ers went 2 wins and 12 losses. The real-life Redskins had just 3 wins and 11 losses. So there's not much difference between these two teams. They both suck. Rudkins in the middle, Stinkula and Palak at the other ends. Kammerer, Breedlove, and Pellegrini are the linebackers. Kerr and Hackbart in the back. Sanders and Steffen are the starting corners. Might not be exactly what we were expecting to see as far as the starters are concerned, but it is what it is. And there you see 4 defensive linemen. So the Redskins are going to be running some 4-3. Even though that showed you a 3-4 defense. I had 2 receivers in the exact same spot. Luckily one of them, nope, none of them caught it. Awesome. Way to go, 2 guys being in the exact same spot. Oh, good. That's good. At least they're not just changing things. I expected Crab to be starting, one of the starting safeties, but, I mean, this team, the only Pro Bowler they had on the entire defense was Rudkins at defensive tackle, and they did show him. So, really the only guy that matters on the defense, and the only guy that matters in general on the Redskins, again, is Bobby Mitchell, who I have to be concerned about from start to finish. We will double him right off the bat. Well, they'll figure it out. I mean, I think the computer over time will go with the better rated player, you would assume. And the ratings, of course, a lot to do with stats they were able to get that year, and you can't get stats if you're never playing, so I think it'll work itself out. Although the Redskins seem to have signed people, because I don't know who the hell Berger is. He's apparently the starting quarterback rather than Norm Snead. Also, the receiver appeared to have modern clothing. So the quarterback, oh, Collier's a real player though. Well, typical week one here. Who is that? That's not Kirby Berger. Joe Berger, maybe? Some Berger. Leading the Redskins here in week one. Eventually they will go back to Norm Snead. Abe Woodson misses the play. So what can you expect from these 49ers? Well, they were the worst offense in the NFL and the second worst defense in the NFL. So that's exciting. Yeah, the Redskins have done some things to their roster. A little bit afraid to see all the moves that they made. And apparently number changing. There's Bobby Mitchell. I told you, he's the, I mean, I don't know what this Berger guy is. I hope Berger's not a great quarterback or I'm going to end up losing this game. We're supposed to be going up against Norm Snead, in which case you try to stop Mitchell from hurting you too bad. But if they actually have a good quarterback as well, this might be a harder game than anticipated. There's a nice play. Billy Ray Barnes, 3 carries, just to 1 yard. The one downside to the controlling the all four teams is in the past I would use my third profile, this profile. That's now going to just be on the 49ers for good. I used to go from team to team when I was doing the ratings, and that would allow me to make sure the people that got the most carries throughout the season would be in the most formations and blah, blah, blah. So all that's gone. We'll just have to rely on the computer making some sort of sense out of their players. And again, week one will be the worst as the season goes on. They will figure it out and put their best players on the field, I would assume. Wow, it took an hour to get the sack, but eventually the Niners are able to. Miller on his head, and then bad news. Bad news, Niners. Oh, a couple of Niners on top of each other. Finally, number 86 comes in and cleans up the mess. So Colchico with the sack eventually. Forces the punt. Pat Richter, I believe, is doing the punting. Oh, Abe Woodson ill-advisedly fields it off the bounce, but at least he caught it and got out of bounds. So the Niners come out for offensive drive number 2. You see down below the Eagles and the Browns in a contest 7-7. See that over on the Tears 89 channel. Okay, what do you guys do well? Anything? Anything you do well? Last year in Sack to the Future, the Niners were all the way into the NFC Championship game, I believe. And a lot of that with extreme luck. Brody had a great year. Every ball that was tipped was intercepted. But this is going to prove to be a different year, I can tell. There's got to be something that they do well, though. I just got to figure it out. Did he hold on? Hey, Brody completes his first pass over to Connor. Clyde Connor. In real life, 1963, he was able to haul in 16 receptions. That's how good this team is. The number 2 receiver, 16 reception. Luckily, we get 2 more games, though. Instead of just playing 14, you'll see him in 16 games, which means he may even hit 20 receptions this year. Winston, the man that they got from the Detroit Lions. Oh, no. Actually, I don't know if he actually came from the Lions. Let me check. I'm saying that because in setup, he was on the Lions. We had to go get him. In real life, he was always a 49er. So, in Sack to the Future land, he left the Niners, or tried to. Snuck onto the Lions, but we got him back. Not sure why, based off that run. Oh, nice bounds. And out of bounds at the 2. Okay, so some burger dude and the rest of the Redskins offense comes back out. There you see the tackling of the 49ers. Okay. Go ahead and make sure Mitchell doesn't get deep. Hand off to Bossler this time. He gets 1 yard. Oh, huge hole. Billy Ray Barnes stopped after just a couple. And that should be the end of the first quarter. So, end of the first quarter. No score. Oh, knocked away. He heard the footsteps, and that's Berger's first incompletion. Richter on the punt. And a decent return into Redskin territory. So the Niners with by far their best field position of the day. See if they can do anything with it. It's a huge run by J.D. Smith, and he's gone for the touchdown. Big run, J.D. Smith, but there was an injury on the play. Niners use their best offensive player to get into the end zone. Yep, the uniforms are trash in Madden 18. They're actually, I mean, they could be worse. They do give us some uniforms in Madden 18. I guess we should be thankful for what we got. But not the right uniforms for, well, technically the 49ers and certainly the Redskins for 63. Oh. Okay, risk is low. Those ratings are wrong. The backup is not that much better than the starter. I am hoping, there hasn't been word of it, but being the NFL's 100th season, I'm kind of hoping that one of the things that's gone without mention from the Madden 20 hype is hopefully they'll have brought back some more uniform options, or at least not taken more away. I know on week 1 they certainly do not. I don't know if they ever come around. I mean, after we skip this week and all the ratings are already established, I don't know if they'll fix themselves or if it'll just always be wrong. The overall team ratings do seem to match, because I've seen those change going into week 2. For instance, this week 1 matchup, I think, had the Niners at an 80 and the Redskins at like a 76. But the Bears-Oilers had them both ranked at 80. There's no way that's true. The Bears are far superior to any of those teams. And the Niners or Redskins are both worse than the Oilers. So, overall team ratings definitely off for week 1. We'll see how the rest of the... But I've seen in past active future seasons they have corrected themselves, so we should see the semi-pro teams drop down to their 50 or 50 to 60 overall ratings. It's a nice hit. Billy Ray Barnes able to hold on, though. There's a huge hole opened up for Billy Ray Barnes on that one. Niners defense again. It's very bad. Ranked 13th out of the 14 teams. The only team worse at defense is these Redskins. In real life, that is real life. The Redskins are definitely running by committee today. Billy Ray Barnes has gotten the most carries and was announced as the starter, but we've seen Dick James and Bossler both get carries. In real life, James was, I guess you would say, the featured back, although not really. He only carried the ball 105 times. Billy Ray Barnes 93 times. And Bossler 79 times. And they were all within 100 yards of each other. So basically they have 3 running backs, which means they have no good running back. Oh, my God. Friggin' Berger. Berger with his patented in running around Aaron Rodgers bullcrap. Unfortunately, we haven't done all the teams yet in week 1, and that means that there's still a lot of rookies that are rated way too high. So I'm afraid that Berger was probably one of these rookies that was cut by some other team, put in free agency, and according to Madden, had higher ratings than Snead, so they went out and got him.
Still second down.
Yeah, eventually the teams will sign them and we'll get them all rated low, and then the free agents will suck, and that won't happen anymore. But unfortunately, unless we actually go in and destroy their ratings before cutting them, then this is going to happen for a few weeks until we get them all down rated. Third and 3, big play here. Got to get, there you go. Was that the old man? Very good. Leo Namalini. How'd you say his name? And their name's changed. What? Here comes the field goal unit. This time, don't hit him. Kick is good. Namalini, yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't know why in the middle of saying it. It's like it doesn't sound right or something. Anyways, the old man keeps it to a field goal. And now with 2 minutes to go, the Niners will have a chance to put some points on the board. Still leading in this game 7-3. Game still to come. You see down there the Bills and Patriots. That's human versus human. You got the Cowboys taking on the Cardinals. That's human versus human. And 2 of Vinny's teams will take each other on. The Colts and the Packers. Here in week 1, we're going according to the actual schedule. So the Thursday night game was the Bears-Oilers. That, of course, was completed. You can see that on this channel or the John M channel. Or, of course, you can see all Sack to the Future games in the playlist on the Vinny X Wolf channel. Right now we're in the 1 o'clock games. And I believe there's another one, and there it is. The Lions against the... Now, that's not human versus human. The Saints are actually going to be computer-controlled and semi-pro. But that'll be brought to you on the John M channel. And that was almost picked off. Brody It's almost halftime. He has 1 completion. I've got to hurry up and figure out what these Niners do well. If they do anything well. Someone's got to get open here. Casey's my best receiver. But I'm going to get sacked. So, there you go. Well, a lot of times, if you want to know why a team has the record they do, it's either turnovers or just go look at the offensive line ratings. The 49ers were 2-12. So spoiler alert, their offensive line sucks. And that's why that won't be the first or the last sack that you see Brody or whoever's in there at quarterback take. Yeah, that's cool. You could certainly send one of those party invites. Oh, wow. Berger, 8 of 10. So this Berger kid, before he heads to the semi-pros, he's going to light up the NFL, which makes sense. Woodson with a nice tackle. Niners take a timeout. Berger's on absolute fire. I wouldn't even mind if it was Norm Snead doing it, but it's just really irritating that it's a semi-pro quarterback, basically. It's picked up and given the start with no practice, and then he's ripping me apart. Here we go. There's a completion. Nice tackle. There is an injury. It doesn't appear to be on any of the players that were in the play. But it does cost the Dugan gets hurt. It did cost the Redskins their last time out. Looking for the end zone and knocked away by the best player on the defense, Mr. Woodson. Second and 10. Oh, completion, huge. And he fumbles the ball. That was a great absolute great fumble hit to cause the fumble. And the Niners take over. Hey, Vinny.
Hey, what's up?
Well, luckily I was able to force the fumble there.
I see that.
No passing game so far for my team. Berger's ripping me apart.
It's unfortunate considering that you have Brody
I know.
healthy right now.
I know. Yeah. Oh, it's a new playbook. That's part of it. And
after, I believe, week 2, they also pick up Lamar McCann from Baltimore.
That's true.
Trade.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, the whole week 1 thing frustrates me, seeing Berger out there, seeing that number 19 out there.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't, other than taking extra time to edit
Yeah,
You
there's.
know what? I have to switch profiles.
Oh, all right. Well, it's halftime. Wow, the
Okay.
Niners.
I'll be back in a second.
Niners lighting it up through the air, almost at 0 yards. Jackson Berger, that's his name. Jackson Berger lighting it up, but losing to Brody, who has 8 yards. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's get try to get some pressure on Jackson Berger because he's clearly too good for this NFL as is.
Okay, Jackson Berger must be Kirby's younger brother. Because
Kirby
otherwise, I mean,
Berger.
that's not real random of the computer to pick two out of 3 years a rookie quarterback named Berger.
Right, yeah. Yep, just another detail of them not putting much time into franchise.
Yep.
Now, if we could figure out how to slow him down.
I hope you don't lose to Jackson Berger.
As do I.
Norm Snead will get his team back in League Two. His last season in Washington.
Oh, I better be the safety on this one. Johnson, by the way, Jimmy Johnson moved from receiver back to the secondary.
Yep.
And he'll be
That was a
there
good move.
the rest of his career, I believe.
Quite a long career too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's, I mean, he's good enough to be a starter this year, but he's going to only get better back there, so that's exciting.
Okay. The Saint. I'm ready to move off the Saints profile. All trades were accepted.
Lockdown corner. What? Apparently, oh, because this is a profile that I never play on. Okay, so I'm going to get these trophies now.
The Saints have no starting quarterback. Oh, I didn't do their depth chart. Okay. Well, let's run through that real quick.
So rating-wise, not by much, but I did make it so Tears, Fighter, and John M. were the starting linebackers.
EA Sports is a starting fullback. He's an 82 overall, though.
Yeah, it's okay. I
So you
mean,
might want to. Well, it's a fullback, but it's
yeah.
you might want to take time to. Oh, could you? I don't want to do it while you're playing your game. So can you change Jim Collier's number after this game?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll hit that. Yeah, fullbacks don't mean anything because it just means that he's not a complete moron when he's trying to block, but he's still, like, slow and everything. I mean, to be an actual good fullback, you have to be 90-something. Second in inches.
Jesus Christ and John the Baptist are the starting defensive tackles for the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, there we go.
The starting linebackers are Phantom Fighter, Terrors, and John M. Oops.
Berger spun, ran to his left, threw a cross to the right, but luckily threw it out of bounds. Okay. Third and inches. Need a stop here. They're right at the edge of field goal range.
The starting quarterbacks are Michael Jordan and Howard Stark. And if you think that's not enough, when they bring in a nickel, it's Mark Anthony. The free safety is Jedi Knight.
Jedi
It would
Knight.
be both. It should be both Julius and Augustus Caesar starting at safeties, but I can't bench Jedi Knight. And Marcus Brutus is the punter. You gotta beware the eyes of the Saints.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Especially their punter.
There we go. There's a nice play.
Okay. Saints,
Namalini again.
first choice, right?
Oh, Leo Namalini, he was not the first round draft pick this year. He is like 96 years old.
Well, he retired again.
Yeah.
So same with Night Train Lane in Detroit. He's retired 3 years in a row.
His ratings took a
Keep
big
up
hit,
with
but
a
he's
lot of
still
play.
making plays in this game. It's like somehow they know his name. Oh, no. That's the guy. Okay. I was doing a good job covering Bobby Mitchell until that play. He's so good. Berger's pretty good himself.
Well, Berger will get a name change next time the Redskins appear on TV. He will be lower on the depth chart. His ratings will be adjusted, and he'll have a name matching a Redskin who was drafted but did not make the team. So anybody that wants to go out and buy, what was his name? Jersey Burger?
Jackson Berger.
Yeah, Jackson Burger jerseys, don't.
Was Kirby Berger also number 12?
I don't know. Actually, I'll check real quick because he's still, I believe, on the Falcons. He earned his name. We did not change his name due to his, because that he did that before we started doing Easter egg names. And
Yeah.
he's number 11.
He's a
But
legend.
that might have been because I might have given number 12 to somebody else. So
Oh, okay.
he's number 11 now.
Sure, exactly what I'm doing with my camera here. And Barnes jumps over a man and gets in the end zone.
The Panthers have a starting quarterback, a St. Louis Cardinal member.
Okay, you
Let's
know
see if
what?
he's supposed
Can I
to
please?
be retired or not.
That was a long drive by the Redskins. Almost 5 minutes taken off the clock. Jeez. And now the Redskins lead 10-7. There's 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the 49ers have negative passing yards.
John Roach is still supposed to be in Green Bay. So I gotta set up a trade with myself. Oh, you know what I don't have is my to-do list on paper.
Oh, get off. Okay. All right. Come on, Brody.
I'll have to go get my paper. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's go 49ers. What do you got? Single back? Is that what you like to do? $224 to 46 is the yardage. Hey, Stonewall. Hopefully you don't like passing offense. Man, no separation. These receivers will not separate. Well, there you go. Quick plays aren't going to work. At least that's his second completion.
All right, I'm back.
Well, I was just letting Stonewall know that hopefully he is not a fan, at least tonight, of the passing offense.
Well, he's a Cowboy fan, so one can never know.
Oh, come on. The receiver finally gets a little bit of separation, and I throw it nowhere near the pattern he was running. Well, I can honestly say that they feel like a 2-12 team. Obviously, I did not pick this team because I was excited about their 2-12 1963 season. But they'll have some players down the road.
A few.
They just need to start drafting more from Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. So the Redskins, for that matter.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Tears.
Tears. See, you got the trades done. I moved off the Saints and I'm now working on the Panthers. Of course, with all semi-pro teams, I quickly just do generic dress while I'm at it. So,
Tears, if you're
gives you
just
another night out.
joining, oh, sorry, if you're just joining, take a look at the Redskins quarterback. It's the brother of someone that you are a fan of.
Or a fan of, or tormented by.
Little Jackson Burger. Okay, come on. Guess they're right. Unbelievable. Under all kinds of pressure, but he's able to get it to... needs to break a leg. Yeah, well. He is amazing at scrambling inside the pocket. He hasn't taken off and run, but he is good at moving around the pocket. And apparently has perfect accuracy, which is because he's probably rated like a 2019 player instead of a 1963 player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Barnes. Barnes gets taken down. That's how you're supposed to go down, Burger. My coach wants me to hurry up, apparently. Terry's rooting for the infamous everyone gets hurt and they call it a tie.
Well, seeing as how I have a team in the NFC West this year, I kind of got to root for the Redskins, but I really don't want to see Burger do anything.
Yeah, well, he's already done something, so he's at
Yeah,
close to
no.
like 200 yards. But maybe I can hurt him for the season. We don't have to worry about him, regardless what his name is. This feels like a Bobby Mitchell play. I should probably be the safety. I say that, but I didn't turn into the safety. Yeah, no, it's Richter. 75%, 230 yards, but at least he doesn't have a touchdown pass. Perfect spirals.
And he's strutting down the field.
Who is this Jackson Burger, and why have we never heard of him? Okay. Okay, he's got to have a weakness. One of these coverages has got to be his weakness. He's still a rookie, regardless if I got to mess with his ratings or not. Yeah,
It
exactly.
haven't happened yet.
A tipped pass would be nice, but they've never gone up to against someone with the tight spirals of a Jackson Burger. Oh. There, come on. Come on, Miller. Come on. Oh, there's that stupid Howard, too. Burger to Howard.
Oh, the 19, the modern day connection. The futuristic connection.
If you're going to invent a time machine, why give it to those two jerks?
Yeah.
Why is Jackson Burger QB? Good question. It's the old week one thing where they saw a free agent out there rated better than Norm Snead. Oh, there we go. A fumble caused at the goal line, and Miller recovered it, and the Niners still have a chance.
Clark Miller. Yeah, as we were explaining earlier, week one is the hardest week as far as getting that crap right, because although we do the editing once the week is officially started, the teams still seem to go out and get things.
There's a completion to Connor. Get a little bit of breathing room. Inches short of the first, though. Five minutes to go in the game. There's Winston with a nice run. He has 20 yards on 3 carries.
So what do you got for ratings right now? The Lions?
Well, I didn't know if the Lions were actually, like, had all their
They're
moves
not.
done or anything.
They have
No.
not. They have not, no.
Yeah, so I still have them, but I was kind of waiting until the moves were
Right.
done. And I got the Saints, so I think the Lions are the only one until you get done with the, who are you doing, the Panthers?
Panthers, yep. And then
Okay.
I'll have a double tomorrow, so there'll be no team tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll be rating anyone tomorrow either, but Tuesday we'll get back at it. Oh my God! Well, that could have been how Brody gets injured. Luckily, he popped back up.
That looked nasty.
Yeah. Yep. Shouldn't really do that with a guy I know has a really low injury rating, but couldn't help myself, I guess.
It's been kind of hard sitting around this week, having all my teams playing later in the windows.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't gotten any of them, right? You just did the,
Just the showcase game.
all right.
The first of the showcase games.
There we go. Connor inside the 40. Brody now 5 of 10, up to 41 yards.
Here's the guy that's supposed to be on the Buffalo Bills. So now I've got 2 trades to do, both of them my own.
Ah, good coverage. 3rd and 6. Ah. Well, 2-minute warning. Okay. 48-yarder. Oh, man. No, I don't think so.
Who's your kicker is... Well, you have an actual kicker.
Do I?
Yeah.
I wish I would.
I his name right now.
I wish I would have tested it out to know where he could make it from. Flag. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. All right.
I'll take that.
I'm not sure what it, unless they said he was out of bounds before he hit him, but he only like pushed my ankle.
Hmm.
I will definitely take it though. Smith did get the first down on his own, but the extra 15 yards will help. There's Winston trying to get through, but he cannot. Okay.
Huh. Never noticed that before. You ever watch the movie The Absent-Minded Professor or the sequel, The Son of Flubber?
I saw the
About
absent-minded
this
professor, I believe.
the eccentric scientist played by Fred McMurray who invents flubber, this bouncing material. Well, the character's last name is Brainerd. I
Stickles!
never noticed.
Touchdown.
The character's last name is Brainerd. I never noticed that before. That his last name had brain in it. That's kind of clever.
Well, Brody hasn't completed many, but that was a pretty nice one. And the Niners lead 14-10. Another injury timeout. Okay. Jackson Berger's been good for 3 quarters, but can he do it when it matters? That guy certainly can, so pretty sure you'll see a hefty amount of double coverage on him. Diving catch by Bossler. Oh. Wow. Johnson barely able to trip him up. What? He did not get out of bounds. Clock continues to run. Complete to Barnes, but tackled inbounds. And there's the timeout. Okay. 24 seconds to go. Redskins have it at the 21.
Ooh.
And Jackson Berger runs his man into the goalpost. "19 seconds. Underneath, down to the 12. For some reason, they're not calling timeout. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Caught. Breaks a tackle. Down at the 2. Game over because they refused to call timeouts. Thank God.
Oh, wow. I just saw that.
Oh. Well, the Niners survived that Jackson Berger bull crap. And that should be the last time he plays. 14-10. Niners survive.
The legend of Jackson Berger.
He had some nice throws. I barely shoestring tackled that guy there. But in the end, Niners prevail. Boo from Tears. Not enough injuries, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or he likes the Redskins more than the Niners, which would be, I guess, understandable because the Cowboys probably hate both of them. Second most. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. So Jackson Berger comes out of nowhere, plays one game in the NFL, completes 78.7% of his passes for 328 yards, and he'll never play again.
The legend of Jackson Berger.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. The game was under an hour, so that's good. But have a good night. I'm just ending the broadcast.